Then there was that time I was in a conference call while duck hunting. This took place maybe 2008? Was mid-oh for sure. I was a manager but had arranged time off to go duck hunting with friends. The day before I was to leave was pulled into a meeting due to an emergency, and there would be a war room conference call with other offices the day after. I had nothing to contribute nor deliver for this meeting. It was merely higher pay grade than me folks hashing out a problem and then issuing directives. I said no. I'm not canceling a trip I planned for over a year with friends I hadn't seen in an incredibly long time to sit and listen to people argue. I got different replies from my manager and his manager. By different, my manager was pleading. His manager basically said, "Show up or you're fired." I said fine. I'll be on the conference call. Turns out where we were hunting I had cell signal. So I called in. During the meeting my manager's manager called on me specifically to contribute. I figured he was making a point. I was talking and said, "Hang on a sec," and my friends and I started shooting. It was quick. There were 4 of us. 2 12-gauge shots each. I went back on to finish talking. I was asked, "Was there shooting?" Quote. I said, "Yep. I'm duck hunting." Our regional VP asked, "Why are you on the call if you were off hunting?" Quote. My reply was, "I was told it's mandatory or I'm fired." My manager's manager began backpedaling and started saying I was a team player and knew the benefit, etc. Basically he was told, "We'll take this offline." I'd like to imagine the dog from NES Duck Hunt popped up and laughed at your manager. Nice. I did an interview for my current job while I was in a tree stand deer hunting. I let them know I could talk but might need to put the phone down if I saw a deer. They must have got a kick out of it because they offered me the job at the end of it. This is as good a MC as that student with cancer expected to turn on camera while at appointment. I hope that in both instances, the guilty parties had their asses kicked until their nose bled. I think this is my favorite malicious compliance story yet. It's hilarious that the ducks came on cue. Edit. Everyone commenting that there were no ducks mentioned. Please stop. I know there were no ducks. I was choosing to believe there were ducks because it's a funny story. Fantastic man. Great memories duck hunting. Shots fired. Shots fired. But I ain't fired. I showed up for the call. VP asked, "Why are you on the call if you were off hunting?" Quote. My reply was, "I was told it's mandatory or I'm fired." Wabbit season. I was once gifted a day of snowcat skiing. It was an epic day with feet of fresh snow. One guy was playing hooked from work and his phone rang while we were in the snowcat. He asked everyone to be quiet for a second and said a few things, and then we heard that. Oh, yeah. I'm at the job site. It's machinery. No Jerry. The other site. Poor manager's manager could join you to shoot ducks, so he just shot himself in the foot. Did you get some nice ducks? Nice compliance. Was there any fallout? Did you put in for normal working hours that day? Or part of, instead of vacation? Where I work, if I'm off and have to do some work event, then I'm not putting in for vacation. I once had a conference call with some clients in Washington, D.C., while I was inside what looked like it had once been a bakery in Pompeii. I'd been working in Naples and got done early, so I drove down before they closed for the day. No one knew until a massive group of tourists walked by. We need to get these reports. Less than random tour guide speaking in Japanese about 20 feet away. Where are you? Quote. I think I'm a bakery? Quote. You think you're in a bakery? Quote. I think so. I see something that was probably an oven. Where are you? Quote. Oh, Pompeii. Huh. Well, as we were saying, we need to get these reports. I once had to take a similar mandatory conference call when stay at a friend's house on the AF base. In Hawaii. Her husband was a colonel. And their house backed up to the canal to Naval Base. In middle of me talking on the call, a huge nuclear sub started up the canal with the sailors all lined up at parade rest in dress whites. Beautiful sight until it lit up its horn. Crap, it was loud. Conference call people all commented, "What was that?" Oh, just a nuclear sub floating by. Nothing special. Take my upvote. Best MC story I've read yet. I took the weekly nationwide manager's call from the hot tub once. The VP asked, "Why do I hear water?" I fessed up. And he asked if I thought it was appropriate. I reminded him that I traveled 90% of the time. And when I had a chance to be home and relax, I was going to take it. He conceded the point. And asked if I had any other input for the meeting. I suggested not having the weekly calls on Friday afternoons would be better for everyone involved. We moved the calls to Tuesdays. This is hilarious. I am an attorney and I have called into calls while doing all kinds of deer hunting, turkey hunting, duck hunting, pheasant hunting, and fishing. Normally I leave myself on mute if there is any shooting though. And my major trips like elk, antelope or international, I make sure not to have service. You were hoping to get called on while shooting. Of course. How else could you make your point? Lol, I'm glad it worked out like that. I was once driving my brother into Toronto when he got a call from a client about a problem. So he hops into the back seat, cracks open the laptop, connects to her computer through his cell phone and starts debugging. So I was doing 60 driving into Toronto while my brother is debugging a computer in Estonia. I got stuck having to be the person answering weekend help chat for my department's website. I figured out how to do it on my phone. Weekend work counted as time and a half. I ended up being paid $350 per weekend to answer text messages in a duck blind.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.